So for day one, we're going to be focusing on intervals. These aren't going to be really long intervals. They're going to be a shorter 20, no more than 30-second intervals of work. It's going to be pretty intense, so you could call it high intensity intervals. We're going to work 20 to 30 seconds on, 20 to 30 seconds off. So basically equal rest. Now we're going to do double bells on this, medium to heavy, or medium to medium heavy, and we're going to do 20 to 30 rounds of this. So this is where we're going to accumulate a lot of volume with heavier weights. What we're going to do after that is we're going to do just one Tabata finisher. Now these exercises are with double kettlebells, they could be with, or fat bells, they could be something like long cycle, which is clean and jerk. It could be clean and push press. You could do double snatches. You could do squat presses. You could even rotate between those exercises. But find exercises that are full body, complex exercise, complex motions that you can do. Now, food-wise, we're going to be rotating through basically carb cycling as well. On this is going to be kind of a medium carbohydrate day. You have plenty of glycogen stored up, and you don't need a whole lot, because this isn't a very long workout. This is only going to be 30 minutes or so less of work. Day two, and we're going to be doing anywhere from 3 with an optional 4th day depending on your training level. But day 2 is going to be a Turkish get-up or heavy complex, 1 rep every 30 seconds for 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. It's enough if you pick the correct weight. So the heavy complex, if you're not familiar with doing a Turkish get-up, or you just don't want to do the Turkish get-up, perhaps lunge-wise, you could do a push-up to a clean to a squat to a press. That could be one arm, that could be double bells, but you're just going to do one cycle every 30 seconds for 15 to 20 minutes. That's going to be heavy. After that, you're going to do 10 minutes of assistance work, anything you want to do, anything that's going to help you on that. It could be pulling, anything you didn't get that much of. Then last, you're going to do one Tabata finisher. Tabata is warm up for 2 minutes and 8 rounds of 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Now this should be all out. What you got, a lot of people do ropes and stuff like that, but the true Tabata was a full, all out. We're doing it at the end just to do kind of a little extra stuff. So I like ropes because they're safer. Some of these things that are more safe towards the end. And this is going to be a low carbohydrate day because you're doing heavier stuff, but you're not doing a lot of volume. You're not doing a lot of repetitions. You're not using a lot of glycogen. Now, on to the 3rd day. And this could be your last day. It depends on how you recuperate in your training levels. You're going to do 90 seconds of work with 45 seconds of rest. This is going to be a single arm day. So the 90 seconds of work is going to be 45 seconds on each arm, left and right. So a lot of people like snatches. You could do a snatch from the floor. You could do a kettlebell sport style snatch with 45 seconds rest. So basically this is a 2-to-1 work to rest ratio. This is going to have 10 rounds, and afterwards is going to have 10 minutes of strength. Doesn't matter what you want to do. I like rowing, I like deadlifts or something like that. Just something. This is going to be a medium carbohydrate day. Now, on to the optional day 4. Here is where we're going to have high mileage. So, these are going to be anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes of work. So think about long cycling, road cycling, just long stuff. Light weights, lots of movement, lots of repetition, but it's going to take a lot of energy. So this is where we're going to have it's going to take about an hour. So if you do the pentathlon, which we'll put in the link, if you do the pentathlon, it's going to be 5 exercises that are 5 minutes of work per exercise, 5 to 6 minutes of rest in between. Traditionally, the pentathlon from the WKC was 6 minutes of work, 6 minutes of work, 5 minutes of rest. This is going to be our high carbohydrate day. It's going to utilize a lot of glycogen, so after this, we can have plenty of space for it to go. We can reload, have a couple days of rest before we start this back over with day one again. And how we're doing it is we're cycling intervals, we're cycling different ways to utilize energy, like fat and stored carbohydrates. And at the same time, we're cycling the energy that we take in. So we're not doing the same thing all the time. It doesn't get bored. You can change some of these things out easily, and we'll put a little grid down towards the bottom. We can show you how to do a little bit more of this. But try this for 4 weeks. That would be 12 to 16 workouts, and we could come up with some really interesting, fun ones for you. But just make sure, like, we're focusing on simplified, okay? And that's why the Turkish get-up works so well. It uses so much muscle, it uses so much energy, so much concentration. Same thing for all this. The kettlebell, the long side, clean and jerk. There's a whole lot of stuff. And kettlebells are great for utilizing high repetitions. So you can still build muscle with this. You're lifting heavy, interval-wise. 20 to 30 seconds on, 20 to 30 seconds of recovery. So anyway, give this a shot and let us know how it goes, and take your measurements before you do this and take your measurements afterwards, and let's see who can drop some fat and build some muscle.